Anyway, what are you two big Hollywood stars doing in good old Springfield?
Littered all across the yellow universe of The Simpsons are celebrities from our universe. What celebrities did you notice came up in the show? Which one was very well depicted? Matter of fact, was it the actual celebrity behind the yellow version?
I love celebrities!
In this video, we will cover a truckload of celebrities who made their way into The Simpsons. Starting with Kim Basinger.
You're Kim Basinger!
It's Basinger.
And Alec Baldwin.
Billy Baldwin!
I'm Alec Baldwin.
In the 5th episode of Season 10, these two celebrities are kinda like a duo, a package deal, you know, unlike now. You see, in this episode, Homer takes his family to Springfield Lake, and one thing leads to another, and eventually, Homer finds himself falling through a glass roof and landing in bed with Kim Basinger. Unfortunately, he landed on Alec Baldwin. Man, how did Baldwin survive that? Homer weighs 239 pounds. Anyways, you'd think this unfortunate circumstance would lead to Homer being kicked out, or maybe even arrested for trespassing. But no, it leads them to becoming friends with Homer.
You giant stars consider me a friend?
Kim and Alec are in Springfield because they want to stay away from the spotlight for some time, so they beg Homer to keep their secret, and he eventually does. Until he doesn't. In a bid to bask in Kim and Alec's reflected glory, Homer tells the barflies at Moe's the secret he was trusted to keep. So, the next day, the celebrity house is swarmed by citizens of Springfield who want to get a glimpse of Kim and Alec. Because of this, they cut Homer out of their lives. And what did Homer do? He creates a museum about how much of a jerk celebrities are and makes money from it. When they find out what Homer has done, they ensue in a high-speed chase against Homer with their Humvee. During the chase, Alec surprisingly jumps from his car onto Homer's truck, and Kim follows suit when Alec gets hit by a tree. But Kim doesn't do any good as Homer shakes her off his truck. Thankfully, she latches onto his mirror.
You killed Ron Howard!
You see, the Kim and Alec story would be incomplete without making mention of Ron Howard. And Homer didn't actually kill him, just gave him severe injuries. And those injuries are well deserved, seeing that Ron stole Homer's idea for a movie and made money from it. Somewhere along the line, Ron Howard came into the picture, also seeking refuge from the spotlight, so Kim and Alec took him in. During the car chase, Ron sits at the back seat, but after Kim jumps out, Ron foolishly leaves the Humvee and jumps to his demise. Damn, Ron, you had one job. Ultimately, Homer's shenanigans with Kim, Alec, and Ron end up in court, and Homer is forbidden to come within 500 miles of any celebrity ever again, living or dead.
And I have been brushing my teeth with hair gel for a week.
I suppose we could give it a try.
Not even Gal Gadot. In the first episode of season 30, Bart's Not Dead, Homer disregards the court ruling. Not only does he come within 500 miles of a celebrity, he auditions them for a movie about his family. Notably, Gal Gadot is the actress who auditions to play the role of Lisa.
Gal Gadot reading for Lisa.
At the audition, Ned Flanders wastes no time and snaps up Gadot immediately. Homer then inquires about her other impressive works, apart from Fast and Furious. He even asks Gal Gadot if he could borrow her magic lasso to kidnap Gene Hackman. In the movie itself, Gadot playing Lisa lovingly hailed Bart as her hero and even generously treated everyone with mouth-watering hamburgers. The crazy thing about Gal Gadot's appearance in this episode is that she voiced herself, and even crazier, in the end of the episode, Bart sees her in Jewish heaven. Come on, I mean, it's Gal Gadot.
Dad, I'm starting to feel weird.
I'm not your dad, I'm the actor playing him.
And the other actress that auditions is the star of Bones, Emily Deschanel. She auditions for the role of Marge. Emily is perfect in her audition, up to the extent that Homer actually thinks she really is Marge. No matter how she tries to be so unlike Marge, Homer still keeps on thinking she is Marge. So, Deschanel gets the role and slays it. Funnily, at the premiere of the movie, Emily tells the journalist that she does not get along with Marge in real life.
Well, in real life, we don't get along.
Wonder why that is. We also wonder how Mel Gibson found his way into the Simpsons universe.
It's on.
In the first episode of the 11th season, Homer and Marge find themselves invited to an exclusive sneak peek of Mel Gibson's highly anticipated new film. However, while the crowd is mesmerized by the movie's brilliance, Homer is less than impressed. Little did he know that his candid opinion would attract the attention of none other than Mel Gibson himself, who surprisingly shows up at the Simpsons' doorstep seeking Homer's aid to elevate the movie to greatness. Mel then flies the Simpsons out to Hollywood, secludes himself with Homer while Marge and the kids enjoy the sights, and consults with Homer to produce an outrageous remake that is enough to ruin Gibson's career. The movie executives dislike the violent and confusing new ending of Mel's film, so they decide to destroy it to protect their careers. But Mel and Homer snatch the film reel and escape in a studio cart. Another car chase. What is it with Homer and car chases with celebrities? Eventually, Homer and Mel get to premiere their movie to Springfield citizens, and get this, it tarnishes Mel's career. No matter how Mel tries to not be angry at Homer, he ends up kicking him out of his car and out of his life.
Homer, landmine!
I'm on it!
Gary Coleman. Yup, Coleman is another celebrity who found himself in this yellow universe. In the 9th episode of season 11, Gary Coleman is the security guard at Kid First Industries who encounters Bart and Lisa while they are investigating Funzo. Initially, he tries to stop them from destroying the Funzos in the fire, but changes his mind when he realizes their true nature. The Simpsons invited him for Christmas dinner, but he refused. That is, until Lisa convinces him to join them. In the episode, Coleman displays some eccentric behavior, like talking on a disconnected phone. We even get to hear him say his catchphrase, "What you talking about?" when he gets fired by Lindsay Nagel. As we make mention of Gary Coleman, we pay our respects to him. May his soul keep resting in peace.
I'm sorry, Gary. There's no longer a place for you here.
What you talking about, Miss Nagel?
Judd Apatow. Apatow appears in the 9th episode of the 25th season as a lousy Hollywood ultra producer. So yeah, himself. In the events leading to Apatow's appearance, Homer grows frustrated with movie theaters and Bart introduces him to the concept of downloading movies illegally. Excited about the prospect of free films, Homer starts downloading them and even goes as far as setting up a film show in his backyard. However, his actions don't go unnoticed, and Deputy Director Gratman, in charge of the FBI's anti-piracy efforts, is assigned the task of apprehending Homer for his involvement in illegal movie downloads. Eventually, Homer is arrested and taken to court.
The people call Hollywood ultra producer Judd Apatow.
This is where Apatow comes in during Homer's hearing. He calls Homer an enemy of art, among other names. But all that changes when Homer delivers a heartwarming speech before his sentencing. Homer's speech causes multiple movie producers and Hollywood executives to express interest in obtaining the film rights to his story. Apatow even screams that he wants to be the executive producer of that movie. But Homer says,
I'll sign with whoever can convince Channing Tatum to gain the most weight to play me.
And what do you know? Channing Tatum in the flesh. Well, yellow flesh, and a very fat body. Homer's request is granted, and Channing Tatum actually plays Homer in his biopic called Streaming Valor. Pretty much all we see Tatum do is deliver a speech in court just the way Homer did. And get this, real-life Tatum actually voiced this.
Maybe we forgot why we fell in love in the first place.
In this movie scene, we also see actor Paul Rudd acting as Judd Apatow. But before this, he appeared in the episode in the film alongside Leslie Mann, who is Apatow's wife. The film he appears in is one that Homer illegally downloads and shows to the people of Springfield. Paul Rudd even attends the court case of Hollywood versus Homer Simpson. And this is not the only episode that Rudd appears in. In the 7th episode of season 32, Rudd attends Comicalooza, and while on an escalator, he encounters Comic Book Guy. During their conversation, Rudd admits his dislike for his own approachable everyman look. Inquisitive, Comic Book Guy asks Rudd if he had an Avengers-style quantum time loop, would he choose not to be in the film Dinner for Schmucks? Rudd just heads into the VIP room without answering that question.
Best I can afford a trip to Comicalooza! But not enough money for my wife.
There were so many celebrities in the 9th episode of the 25th season, but there is one whose cameo is worth mentioning: Seth Rogen. All Rogen does is watch the court case for Hollywood vs. Homer Simpson and performs a role in the film, streaming valor as a giggling court guard. Rob Reiner. In the episode $1 Million Abbey, Homer leads the effort to bring a new football franchise to Springfield, presenting a strong proposal with various sponsorships. So, the commissioner of pro football, Bud Armstrong, narrows down the options to Springfield and Los Angeles, so LA responds with an anti-Springfield video hosted by Rob Reiner. In the video, Reiner enthusiastically promotes LA, highlighting its stunning beaches, lively music scene, and the renowned Getty Museum. Throughout the video, Reiner contrasts the positive aspects of Los Angeles with the drawbacks of Springfield, making a persuasive case for the candidate city. To add a touch of humor, he even includes a segment where celebrity impersonators sing a humorous song titled "Springfield Blows."
Springfield has Apu Nahasapima Pedalon.
Drew Barrymore. Before Drew appears in the 4th episode of the 34th season, Marge becomes a segment producer on Krusty's new daytime talk show. Gradually, her initial excitement about the job fades when she discovers how toxic the workplace is. Even family intervention fails. So Krusty quits the show and Marge gets free, but apparently Drew likes the work Marge did, so she video calls Marge.
Marge, it's Drew. I need your help.
During the video call, Drew seeks segment ideas from Marge. And after sharing her suggestions, Drew asks Marge once more if she would like to work on her show. Marge explains that she decided to quit being a daytime talk show producer to prioritize her family. Seeing her family in turmoil, Marge promises to be in touch with Drew, Ashley Olsen and Mary-Kate Olsen. These twin sisters serve as the voice of Marge's book in the 10th episode of season 15, Diatribe of a Mad Housewife. They read the audiobook version of the book, The Harpooned Heart. This was so because Homer wanted to read the book. When one of them would finish their part, they would tell their sister to take it from there. Ashley even said that she didn't know people were sad in the past.
In Marge's book, I was so mean and you were so nice. How can I be more like you?
If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on any new content. Thanks for watching.